As she sat alone in her dimly lit apartment, staring blankly through the half-empty wine glass at the city below, Olivia couldn't shake the disturbing feeling that something was amiss, something was fundamentally wrong with the world and her comprehension of it. She had always been a deep thinker, a seeker of truth. But lately, she found herself plagued by a sense of unease, a creeping sense of meaninglessness that threatened to swallow her and all of her beliefs whole. This was no occasional occurrence, this had been Olivia's routine for a while now, and what started as honest curiosity now manifests itself as unbearably heavy pressure weighing on her chest, slowly but surely obstructing her breathing, and driving her mind into rabbit holes she doubts her ability to come back from unscathed. As she grappled with her existential crisis, Olivia shook her head, she sipped her austere wine, the acidity and strong tannins of which pulled her back into her chair, back into her dimly lit apartment, back into the uncaring world. Despite the mental defeat she just suffered, Olivia wasn't one to give up easily. She, without missing a beat, proceeded to fire up her laptop and dig deeper into the dilemma, though this time, assisted by technology. And suffice to say, her persistent approach bore fruit. What Olivia found in her research was a new concept, a new perspective on life and its absurdity. Her newly adopted solution to the dilemma of the meaninglessness of life was a philosophy, a relatively special one, and that's ironically the philosophy of absurdism. The idea of the acceptance that life was inherently meaningless, that there probably was no ultimate purpose or grand design to the universe, resonated with her on a deep level, since that is what started her mental quest, one seemingly leading to despair, one she was afraid of. Thus, the bleakness of the philosophy frightened her, but as she delved deeper, she began to see the beauty in its stark honesty. She began to wonder how people can have such desperate thoughts, yet shine brightly through those exact thoughts. How can one admit the meaninglessness of life, yet pursue life with all his might and to the fullest? Olivia delved deeper and deeper into the theory of absurdism. She was easily acceptant of the lack of a meaningly that is intelligible by reason, but the deeper she thought the more new emotions started to burst forwards. Slowly but surely a certain sense of freedom filled her, as the theory allowed Olivia to break free from the constraints of traditional societal norms and expectations, which previously dragged her into feelings of emptiness, anxiety, and disconnection. By embracing the inherent absurdity of existence, she freed herself from the need to find a singular purpose or meaning in life, and instead she decided to start focusing on experiencing and enjoying life in the present moment. As Olivia ventured further down the path of absurdism, she found herself increasingly at odds with those around her. Her friends and family couldn't understand why she was no longer interested in chasing wealth or fame, and her co-workers couldn't comprehend why she was no longer motivated by the traditional markers of success. But Olivia refused to be swayed by their expectations. She had discovered a deeper truth, a fundamental understanding that life was not about possessions, but about experiences. And in embracing the absurdity of existence, she had found a sense of inner peace and contentment that she had never known before. However, Olivia soon realized that embracing absurdism wasn't without its challenges. She encountered moments of doubt and despair, questioning the value of her new perspective in a world that seemed so hostile to it. And as she continued to explore the boundaries of her beliefs, she found herself facing difficult ethical dilemmas, wondering whether her newfound understanding of the world could be reconciled with the realities of human suffering and social injustice. Despite these challenges, Olivia persisted in her journey, drawing strength from the knowledge that she was living an authentic and meaningful life on her own terms. And as she looked out at the world with new eyes, she began to see that the beauty of life lay not in its predictability or orderliness, but in the unexpected and the strange, the absurd and the nonsensical. Thank you for tuning in.